What we got. Not just pork chops, we got a bunch of other stuff here. John Granada from Camille's.
How are you,
Good to
Vince?
see you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Joe Zito, TV's maitre d'.
Good morning,
These
Southern
guys
New
are the
England.
yin and yang of the culinary
We love
world.
it here. It's our spot. We
Now,
love
you got a
it.
Dunkin', Joe, you got Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, of course. What
Coffee.
else?
A
little
Yeah.
wine.
And
And
there's
you-
some Pinot Noir in here, and they make a special coffee for me,
they?
Cabernet flavored. Yeah,
Oh,
because
wow.
I'm the TV maitre d'.
Yeah,
I
you-
love Dunkin' Donuts.
You're the big shot.
Oh, sure.
And you got a bottle of wine?
Got a very nice Beringer Pinot
Beringer.
Noir,
Yes,
cost
very nice.
effective, beautifully complements what the chef will be making.
All right, Johnny, talk to us about what you got here.
We're looking at the end of the summer, which is unfortunate, but
Yeah.
everything in the garden, you got to do something with it, right? So
Right.
we might as well throw it all together. We got some beautiful pork chops. We're going to fry them up, pan sear like the old days, and we're going to add some onions, eggplant, some summer squash, some peppers, some zucchini, and some mushrooms and onions. And we're also going to show you quickly how to make, if you have green beans in the garden,
Right.
a green bean and potato salad like the old school.
Now, all of this other stuff, other than the green beans and what's it, potatoes, you said?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. All of this other stuff's going to go in the pan with the pork chops?
Absolutely, yep.
Now, give me an idea of what to look for, because I always have a problem when I go to a supermarket. And I look for a good slice of either pork or meat.
Right. Very easy. If you get the size of your fist, you want to see an eye like that. You want that eye to be beautiful with a little bit of marbling in it.
Right.
And you don't want anything running through, because that'll be the ends that are a little tough.
Okay.
These are the center cuts. You can ask your butcher, if you go straight to a butcher, about center cuts. If not, this is what you want to look for.
And you don't want to see
eye,
too
big
much
eye.
fat on the side here.
Well, you want a little bit of flavor.
Little bit, of course. You need some flavor,
because you got the
but
flavor.
sometimes
But
you get a
absolutely
whole,
not.
you get a good,
Yeah, that's
half an inch of fat.
That's when you know the market's cheating you.
Okay, beautiful. And so we're going to pan fry this up or saute this
We're
up.
going to pan fry them in olive oil with salt and pepper, and then we're going to finish the veggies, and then we're going to put over a little bit of pasta, and we're going to have a very simple dish that we can just clean
And
the
we're
garden
going to have
out.
penne pasta?
Sure.
Of course, we're Italian. You got to have pasta. Come on, my lord.
Fantastic.
And about how long is this going to take?
This would take approximately 10 minutes to 15 minutes at the most.
Come on, we all got 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Back to you guys. We'll be back in a minute.
All right, Vince, Phil Rancic being here. Joe Zito has nominated himself the Chef's Apprentice.
Yeah, and I'm close to getting fired, Bill. By the way,
Sadly, John Granada looks like he's going to let him go.
I fired him.
What are we making this morning? Because I have so many vegetables in my vegetable garden.
Right.
I'm like giving them away. Here,
this-
strangers on the street, take my tomatoes, please.
Well, this is what you're going to do with them.
Okay.
Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to pan fry some pork chops up
Okay.
for the for the last segment. But I'm going to show you what to do with the green beans and potatoes.
Show me
This is a
what we're
very
doing.
old Italian dish. It's really quick. You just blanch your potatoes really quickly.
And when you say blanch your potatoes, I mean.
Yeah, like you were going to do potato salad at home.
Okay.
You don't want to overcook them so they're mush. You want to get them like 3/4 of the way and let them sit so they come up to temperature. And just let them cool down like that. And then you want to do the same thing with the green beans. You don't want to totally lose the color, because then you lose all the vitamins and minerals in them. Okay, so you're going to put some red onion in there. Just throw
Okay.
that all right in there.
All this going right in here.
these are
Good.
dishes that the Italians call cucina rustica. You know, that old-fashioned rustic kitchen, and of
What I
course
got
today
right
more and
there.
more restaurants using fresh, local produce, vegetables, everything that's
Salt.
available, and it's very seasonal and delicious, and you can see that right here.
A little pepper in there for
And
you.
just so you know, we added a little garlic, a little salt, a little pepper.
Right.
What else? What are the other three that we have here? What's this?
That's a little of oregano, but we're not going to put that in there.
Okay.
No, we're
Anything
gonna put
else
in
that
there.
we're putting
You
in?
can put a little Romano in there.
Little Romano.
Yeah.
A lot of Romano,
Yeah.
let's be
There
honest,
you go.
okay?
All right. And now olive oil.
And olive oil, and then we'll just
pouring.
mix this up?
Yep, just keep
All right.
pouring.
Well, we're going to mix up this salad right here, and you can get the ingredients on foxprovidence.com. For now, though, we'll throw it over to you.
Welcome back to the Roadshow Kitchen, everybody.
Oh dear, they don't want to see me.
I'm munching on a little ziti over here. We got our good friend John Granado.
Where's the
from
ziti?
Camille's.
Wait a second.
whoa.
Where's the
Wait a
ziti?
minute, we got ziti. We got
Over here,
ziti.
man.
Don't get
Okay.
nervous.
Over there. And we got our friend, the TV maitre d', Joe Zito's here.
Good morning.
Good morning. And we are cooking
Smells great,
Official
doesn't it?
yes, it is the
as
official
our main
coffee of the
entree,
Roadshow.
John,
Yes.
It's over there.
pork chops.
We got pork chops. We got garden vegetables. All the stuff we want to get rid of in the garden.
We got stewed tomatoes.
We're going to stew.
Well,
some
we're
tomatoes
gonna
in
be.
there. You know, the thing is, I bought some San Marzano tomatoes because nobody's having luck with the gardens with the tomatoes this year.
Yeah, you know what?
I
Same
love-
thing. Mine
Oh,
were
all right,
so
well.
darn
You're right, they were
small.
late.
Right.
They're small.
Because it was rainy
Yeah.
early.
Right. So if you did have luck, you could use regular tomatoes
Right.
From your garden, nice and red, chopped up. But I would probably tend to take the skin off if you could, blanch them in
Okay.
the water quickly. we're gonna look at this dish two ways. We got sweet peppers in this one. If you had hot peppers in your garden, you could also put that in. That would be unbelievable. Joe's going to show you how 2 different ways to have wine with that.
Yeah.
Basically,
open that wine, Joe.
Let's get cracking.
Oh, no new news today? Great. This is great.
That's one way to get me out of it.
Well, look, you see what we're doing.
Mushrooms,
Everything.
eggplant,
Love that.
Eggplant, love
summer
eggplant.
squash,
Fresh, local, delicious.
I love that.
Zucchini.
You know, I
Zucchini,
mean, what's
yeah.
better than that?
And healthy.
Yeah, and you know,
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of, we have a lot of great farmers markets in Rhode Island. So if any of these you didn't plant or they didn't turn out, just like Chef John was saying, you could head to your local farmers market.
Absolutely, that's what I do every weekend. It's unbelievable.
And more and more restaurants are cooking that way.
Fresh, local,
Yeah.
using local farms,
Absolutely.
local purveyors, local seafood, and it's a wonderful thing because we're blessed in this area of the country.
Yeah, we really are.
And it's really incredible. And the same thing with pork now. For years this was like taboo.
Right.
But the way that they're raising they're raising
The pigs.
pigs, if you will.
Pigs, yes.
I mean, they're more than farm raised. They're on special diets and all.
Yeah.
And you see the meat's leaner.
They're on
more
better diets than
flavorful.
we are.
They're better for you. Well,
So that's what's going on.
it's the other white meat.
So
right.
you see how beautiful this is, and here goes
That
our-
joke didn't go over
I
well.
got it.
that-
That's good.
I got
I
you.
remember it though.
Yeah.
I remember the commercial.
Story of my life.
And of course, here we go.
Boom.
Your humor, Vince, always goes over like a lead balloon. I don't know what you're
Well,
talking
that's because my intelligence factor is just, so. Yeah, right, exactly.
So anyway,
6th grade education.
the tomatoes go in at the end, and then what we do is
Now, what are you cooking this in? A little olive oil?
extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Look how
everything's
pretty
nice and
that
healthy.
is.
So what you want to do is you want to bring this up. I would cook this probably about 10 minutes to soften everything up, let it come together.
Okay.
Right? I put a little oregano in it to give it the pizzaiola thing.
Right.
Right. And then at the end, if this was finished, I would finish it with a little cheese, so
Right.
you have that whole smell of the pizza thing going on. You put the pork back in the pan.
Oh, you put it right in there.
You'll put it right back in there, and you're going to cover it and simmer everything together.
And that's going to help. I'm assuming that the pork's going to absorb some of that flavor.
Juice from the pork, everything's going to come together and
Caramelized.
marry
Yeah.
together. It's going to be unbelievable. And it's going to look a lot like this if you wanted to do it in penne.
Here's your penne.
Here we
What?
Oh, that looks delish.
Oh.
Well, as Chef John Granata plates this up, tell us about the wine you
Yeah,
brought.
now here's
Yes.
the deal with the wine, okay? Here's our wine rule 101. When you pair wine and food, what you're pairing it to here is the sauce. We have a pizzaiola sauce. In Chef Granata's case, if you started with a sweetly spiced sauce, you want a nice wine that's not going to overpower it. I suggest a California Pinot Noir. This is from Beringer, one of my favorite wineries.
Very nice.
I've been there. It's stunning,
Yeah.
and I've got just a little personal affection for the winery. $10 bottle of wine, Pinot Noir to go beautifully.
Hey,
Now-
once again, Joe, I don't mean to interrupt you, Joe, but you don't have to spend $20-25 for a good bottle of
No,
wine.
and the other idea is if you want to zest up the pizzaiola sauce, okay,
Throw
with
some
some
in.
red pepper and all, you're going to need a wine that's a little bit more full body to stand up to it, and then I'd recommend a nice California Zinfandel. And this would go beautifully with it. And again, you're talking about a $10 bill, maybe another $1, and you're just enjoying all this. And look at what we got here.
You got a
Isn't
heck
it
of a
beautiful?
meal, and not to mention you got leftovers,
I love
yeah.
leftovers.
right?
Yeah,
And
they're good.
sometimes when it's cooked the second time,
Yeah, it's even better.
actually better.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we learned
Right?
at home growing up, for sure.
All right.
Really good.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm
know,
going to
it's
try
funny.
a little bit
You
of
get
the pork.
that. I'm going to get some of this penne with the veggies. And
You're a-
see what
you're
we
a
have.
penne girl.
I love
This
I
looks
love me
great,
some
doesn't
pasta.
it? And of course, if you want to learn more about wine, I have to tell you, all they need
nice
to do
fresh
is
flavor,
see
right?
Mark Gasparro on my show every Sunday. He comes with 4 beautiful bottles of wine from Gasparro's on Federal Hill, and a lot of knowledge for the viewers.
TV Made
And
Her
that's
G's,
TV Made
Josina.
Today every Sunday.
Thanks so much.
God,
Always
always
a
a
pleasure to see
pleasure.
you.
It's a pleasure.
Oh,
Okay.
Pleasure to have you
Very
in
nice.
again.
Thank you very
fantastic.
much.
What a life.
Michelle, my belle.
Hello, Doc.